Hi, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins, and today what I'm going to show you guys how to do is to take these awesome loaves of focaccia, get them nice and cheesy on the grill, and then top them with some chicken, some arugula, some chopped tomatoes, and an amazing olive oil fusion I put together. Let's knock this out, I'm starving. So the first thing you're going to need is grilled chicken. I knocked this out last night on my Weber Q. I got a lot of positive feedback from the post that I put up on my Instagram story, so I figured I'd do a video of this, and I just used a simple zesty herb marinade. There's a whole bunch you can choose from online. When in doubt, marinade and Italian dressing, and then what I just did was I grilled it up and then just pulled it into about bite-sized pieces. To make this infusion is really simple. At the time I had a little bit more oil than what I have right now, but what I did was I took 1.5 cups of extra virgin olive oil. I gave it a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper, a full tablespoon and a half of this Perfect Pinch lemon and pepper by McCormick's, and then I gave it 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic. So for this cook, we've got the Traeger going right at 375. I want to put a really nice toast on this focaccia bread. Then before we get our focaccia loaves on here, let's just hit it with a little cooking spray. Now get your focaccia loaves on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of this oil from our infusion and lightly brush it on. Now we want to get this closed for just a couple minutes. Really not going to take long to get these nice and toasty. Okay guys, so it's been about 3 minutes, and now what we want to do is we want to get a little bit of cheese and some chicken on these bad boys. And what I'm using is a 4-state cheddar blend by Sargento. Then I'm also going to use some shredded Sargento Parmesan cheese. Now, of course, we're going to add on our chicken. Let's get this closed, get some smoke on it. So these bad boys have been on for about 8 minutes. Time to pull them off. So once your bread and chicken are done, you want to make sure that you give them enough time to cool down a little bit so they're not insanely hot when you go to handle them. We're going to come over with first some arugula. And then you get some chopped tomatoes. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to come back over with a little bit more of this infusion right over the top of the veggies. Give the infusion a good shake before you do this. You get some of those seasonings on there. Then you're just going to come back over with your knife and just chop this right up. Give the board a spin. That's about good right there, I think. Okay guys, so here we are. This is a real quick and easy one. Really not hard to do. It smells great. I can tell you from last night, it tastes great. So to get here, real simple. I just went out to the grocery store and I got a couple loaves of focaccia bread. And after that, what I did was I took some chicken breasts and I pounded them out a little bit. I got them in a zesty herb marinade. You can use whatever marinade you want. When all else fails, go with Italian dressing. Then what I did was I grilled up those chicken breasts right on the Weber Q. You can use any grill to do that. The Weber Q was fast and easy. Came through as always, great flavor. Then what you want to do is you want to cut that chicken up into about bite-sized pieces. And then I got my smoker going to about 375. We use the Traeger today. You could use whatever grill you like. As long as you can get those temperatures up and you can put a nice toast onto the focaccia bread, you're in good shape. And then we put the focaccia bread on the grill and then brushed over the oil from the infusion we made earlier. And then we got the grill closed and we let the focaccia bread roll for about maybe 3 minutes. Really wasn't very long. And then what we did was we put a mixture of Parmesan cheese and cheddar cheese over the top of the bread along with our cubed up chicken that we made earlier. And then we let it roll for about 7 minutes, pulled it right off, and then we hit them with the arugula, the chopped tomatoes, and a little bit more of that dressing that we made earlier, that infusion, so to speak. And then I just topped it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and now this one right here's got my name on it. Look at that right there. Wow, guys. Just like last night, nice and tasty. It's cheesy. You got the chicken, you got the tomatoes. Cheese really helps the chicken stick to this, which is nice. Kind of like pizza, but it's not quite pizza. Chicken is juicy. I mean, this is leftover chicken. If you did this fresh, it'd be out of this world. I tell you, it was out of this world. Perfect amount of crunch to this bread. The seasoning, that infusion, that oil, and flavors are just incredible. We get the cheese. Wow. Of course, I had to get me some of these tomatoes. The flavor from the tomatoes, with the salt, the pepper, the olive oil infusion, those seasonings that are in there, it just gives it a really, really nice, fresh flavor. This is an awesome summertime, early fall appetizer. This is great. You know, if we wanted to make pizza out of this, you could take this and move it around. I just kind of used what was in my fridge, and this is what I came up with, and I got some positive feedback on it on Instagram. So I figured I'd do a video. But I gotta tell you, now the second time around, I think I'm liking this even better. You really can't go wrong with this. This is absolutely great for a night like tonight. This is a great summertime, early fall appetizer. You could share it for 2 people. I mean, you really can make a dinner out of this if you really put your mind to it. So I gotta tell you, I'm gonna polish off the rest of this half, and then this is for my wife over here, and then we got another one that I still need to make, so I gotta get on that. Anyway, if you like what you see here and you like what we're doing on this channel, give us a subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, check us out on Facebook. We're now on Twitter, so check us out on Twitter. Give us a follow on Twitter. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time.